Yes, yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City TV special, the last installment of it in this week. Even though it's just over a week, people, of course I'll bring it back as well. And for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City TV specials before, it's where I sit down one on one with the biggest and best content creators in the game, talk mainly about their football team, talk about other things as well, but also selfishly for me, I get to speak with people that I'm fans of first and foremost. Secondly, as well, it's about giving people their flowers while they're still here. That's what it's all about. Giving people their flowers while they're still here. Don't wait till people have gone to say how great somebody is. Like, I'm not with that. So that's what the show is all about. And this person needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give them their introduction anyway. This person, one first and foremost, this person's such influential, so influential, and so good is that normally I do the Sarcasm City TV specials from Monday to Sunday, but when he said he can only do Monday, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna push it back and get back to my regular schedule afterwards. But yeah, in terms of his influence, speaks for the culture without doubt. One of the biggest Manchester United content creators in the game, easily without doubt to me, the biggest Manchester United content creator from Manchester, does absolutely phenomenal work on his own channel, has been going viral for as long as I can remember, doing absolutely great work on his own channel. I'm blessed to be on his channel on a weekly basis, me amongst others. So that's what I respect, giving his platforms to others as well. Also, a member of the Big Six as well, who were just in America, and the Big Six continue to kick down doors. That's why I've had Grizz on here, had Matisse on here in terms of the special in the specials, and also blessed to have this guy on, and blessed to say this guy's family as well, and does nothing but try and help me. Got a welcome to the show. You know what I'm saying, man? And before I actually introduce him, hilarious, unintentionally funny. That's what I say, just straight entertainment. Lights, camera, action. He's gonna deliver. Man like Saeed is in the building. Yes, Saeed, what are you telling me, fam?
Big up, man. I appreciate the love, man. This guy, man, you got the best intros, man, on
It's
the
only right.
YouTube game. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I rate that, man. Nah, that's love, man. You get me?
Of
Like I
course.
said, unintentionally funny, but to some, you know what I mean? We're funny either way, man. So, nah, love for the love. And like I said, Sarcasm City. I thought I was a hardworking YouTuber, but I always say it, man. I ain't really the most hardworking YouTuber on YouTube. It's flawless. This
Real
guy
fun, man.
covers everything: football, basketball, some sports I never even knew of. Like I'm like, yo, what happened here? Like, yo, what's this sport? When did this come about? You know what I mean?
You already
So
know, man.
nah,
You're in
listen,
love, man. Love.
big
You know
up
what I'm
to you, man.
saying?
I appreciate the love, man. And like I said, yo, keep grinding. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah, man. Love for having me on, man. Let's
Of
talk.
course,
Let's
man.
talk, man. Let's
It's
talk.
only right, man. We gonna get into it, and it's only right, like I said, to give you your flowers here. You feel me? Like I've had you on the specials before. I had to get you on again, and you kicked down so many doors for content creators, including myself. And like I said, I'm blessed enough to be on your platform on a weekly basis as well. So much appreciated. Big up to the chat as well. Make sure you bump up the
Come on.
likes. Make sure you share across the socials. Subscribe here to Sarcasm City TV and subscribe to Saeed's channel as well. The link's in the title at Saeed TV. But we'll get to it. Manchester United. What do you think we can achieve this season, Saeed?
Boy, what could we achieve, man? I want to win it all, but you know what I mean? It's not going to happen. I want to win everything, bro. But you know what? We have to be realistic, innit? And
Talk
ultimately,
about
you
it.
know, I mean, people say you're Man United, innit? But Man
Mhm.
United by name, innit? Let's be honest, man. We're not Man United by Fergie, innit? And the Busby Babes and all of that. You get me? Like, it's not. You know what I mean? Ultimately, you know, we're watching Man City win every single trophy year on year on. So we have to be realistic. We have to take what's given to us. This is what I mean. I don't really take shots at the Carabao Cup nowadays. You know what I mean? That's a nice little trophy there.
It's a
You
trophy, man.
know,
A trophy is a trophy.
it's a trophy. FA Cup. You know what I mean? Like these kind of things. Obviously, Champions League is the big one. Premier League the big one. But I always say, man, if United can get as high as they can and
Mm.
win a trophy. I think I'm not saying it's a mad, very, very good season, but it's still a decent season because not many teams win trophies. How many trophies are available throughout the whole season? You got the Premier League, FA
Yeah,
Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Champions League.
got
You know,
you.
we're not going to add in the Community Shield. We're not going to add in any Super
Yeah,
Cups or
yeah,
anything.
we are
I'm just
adding.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah. We are adding in them. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Hundred
it's
percent,
four
100%.
trophies available, and what every single team in the Premier League or even the non-league anyone can win it.
Hmm.
But You know, what I mean, if you're looking at the past history, teams that in the Premier League tend to win the Carabao Cups, the FA Cups in the Premier League, right? So, end of the day, you can only win certain competitions. So, not everyone wins, man. So, I always think, man, go as high as you can, but also win cups because that's what Man United should be always about. And also,
Mm.
we've missed a trick in the past where we've kind of neglected it and said we're bigger for it. Then we've kind of bite us in the ass because right now we haven't
Mhm.
got players that have that mentality, and as a result, we've been losing games and we've been
True.
playing so badly, etc., etc. So sometimes when you win trophies, you kind of feel what it's like to 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 be a top dog. You feel me, bro? So
I
yeah,
hear
man,
fully what
always
you're
win
saying.
trophies, bro.
Because I like the respect, the honesty when you in regards to your saying, yeah, it'd be nice to win everything, but we're Manchester United in name only. Premier League is going to be an extremely tough ask. Also, Champions League, extremely tough ask. We'll get your thoughts on that in a second. FA
Yeah,
Cup and League Cup, that's currently what we are. Domestic Cup team, we can't turn our nose up at Carabao Cups. Bear in mind, we didn't win a trophy for so long. So, what are you looking for from within the Premier League? Of course, I know top four, like that goes without saying, that's bare
yeah.
minimum. But where within the top four? Bear in mind we finished third. Are you looking saying we should
Mhm.
be the best of the rest? Are you looking at maybe some of the
Yeah.
rivals and saying they look better than us? Where are you at currently with that?
Yeah, I think for me, third, in it. I think realistically, third. Second, that means you're involved in a title race of
Mhm.
such. And I don't think we're going to be involved. We might be until December, then, you know what I mean? We get gas and then we fall off. But I think for me, third will be, I think it's achievable. I don't think
Mhm.
Chelsea have got the balance in their squad. They've got
Okay.
names, they've got exciting talent, but they haven't
Mhm.
got the midfield in there. You know
Man.
what I mean? Enzo and Gallagher, I'm sorry, man. That's calamitous, man. That's
You
crazy,
know, with
bro.
that, you don't think that's a good pivot?
Nah, that ain't it, bro. And then
That-
obviously Liverpool, they're still stumbling on the Lavia. I think they got a third bid rejected. There's still, for
they
me,
did
the
get a
centre
third
backs
bid.
issue. They're only Konate, one injury to Konate away from being disaster. You know what I mean? Tottenham, Harry Kane could still go. You don't know how Ange does in that team or whether they do well in that side. So
True.
listen, I think for me, third is reasonable. Third is achievable.
That's
Third
right.
and fourth are quite similar in a sense. Nobody
One in the
goes
same.
third and is miles away from fourth. Like
Got you.
vice versa. They're always kind of neck and neck, third and
Mhm.
fourth. So in a sense, it's both the same position when you actually deep it. It just obviously sounds better if you finish third rather than
Yeah, the
fourth.
fourth. Yeah, it
Because it
just
means
sounds
like you
better. I
it
get you.
sounds better. You know what I mean? Let's be reality. Let's be real in it. So, I think for me, we got 75 points last season. I want to finish
Mm.
with at least 10 to 15 more if we can. At least 10 more minimum.
Mm.
I'd say if we can get above 85 points and get anywhere between 85 to 90, which is a huge ask by the
Jeez,
way, but it's
that's a
possible
big
because
ask. That's a
we drew a lot of games though. We drew a lot of
we
games
did,
though
we
when you
did, we
keep
did,
it.
we did, we
We
did.
did drew a lot, but again, it depends on whether because last season, how much did they win the title by? Was it only
1 second, I'll tell you
87?
now.
I think it was.
I'll tell you now. 1 second. Let me put. Let us know in the chat, actually, please, people, in
Yeah,
regards
let
to
us
that.
know
I'm
in the
just checking
chat
on the
because
laptop. Just having a look right now in
it
terms of
wasn't
how
that
many
much
points.
last season to
I'm having a look
win the
right now.
title.
In Premier League, it
So
was. Hold up. Just checking it. So Premier League, it was City. Yeah, 89 points. Arsenal got 84. We finished on
so there you go
75.
then. So
Yeah.
89, 75. You know what I mean? I know it's still a lot in terms of where they are. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
it's something in it. You got to aim because at the end of the day, we drew a lot of games. Our Big Six record was bad as well, so we didn't get points off the Big Six teams away from
True.
home. At home, we
True.
did. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the home form was very, very good. Very, 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 very,
At
very
home,
good. Yes.
we did our thing, but in
Yeah.
reality, we didn't get away from home. We were just terrible in it, and
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That for me has to change, but whether it changes or not, due to the squad depth we have in terms of the personnel we brought in this season, I don't see it changing that much. But like I said to
Hmm.
you, it needs to be better in terms of competitive. Like Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, we were doing well anyway. To be fair, last minute winner by Nketiah, I can say that we did all right there. But there was
Hmm.
other games where we just kind of threw it away in the kitchen, like I mean, Tottenham away, 2-0 up, 2-0
Hmm.
down, 2-2. Like we can't be doing these kind of performances, in it. Like Brighton last minute. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the game
The
was
Luke
there
Shaw
to be
handball.
taken.
Got you.
Luke Shaw handball. Next thing you
Hmm.
know, they have a penalty. So it's just not good enough, man. Newcastle away, yeah, you're right. So these kind of games, bro, we got to be
Hmm.
on point. You feel me? But that
Hmm.
can only come with the manager's intentions, the players' intentions. What do they do? How do they see football? How do they want to play, etc., etc. So, I think all in all, play better football, but also finish high as you can as well, and obviously win a cup because that's the minimum aim. Like anything else, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a lot. You know what I mean, to get
First,
second and first, it's too much for me. I think next season we need to be challenging for the league. Like I don't care what anybody says. Like
the
if you're not
season
challenging
after,
for the league
you're
next
saying
year,
about the season,
yeah,
you're saying 24,
yeah,
25. I do agree with that. That is my thoughts on it too. But go on, carry on.
yeah. Because if you're not saying that Man United should be challenging by the third season,
Yeah,
by then we should surely have more depth in terms of
agreed.
midfield, centre backs, and
Mm,
striking options. Because I think on the
yeah,
wings we're kind of all right in a sense.
okay.
You could add to it,
First,
but it just depends on whether
yeah,
they do well. Anthony Sancho, if they hit form, then it's
mm,
not too bad. But I think for me, you're going to get at least 4 positions locked in. That's 4 positions on your way to another position. So then that
yeah,
means you need to be challenging. We got third for
mhm,
2 seasons. That means now you need to bridge the gap from third to first now. You've got to.
mm,
It's as simple as that. So for
yeah.
me, that has to be done. But again, ultimately, that's the start to the way we play this season. If we play this season, we play shit, and we end up finishing sixth, then of course I can't say then we're going to win the title because then we've gone down backwards, and then it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
we've gone shit. So we need to see a steady improvement,
Yeah.
especially this season. This is why we've got to watch Ten Hag what he does this season and how the team react to his
Mhm.
tactics this season as well. Because you know when you start a job, you always do well in your first kind of couple of months because you're impressing the boss, in it. So maybe these man,
when you run
it's true.
when you run what's it called? Is it the probation period? That's it. When you're in the
Probation period.
probation
Yeah, bro.
period. When you're on
It
probation
happened with
before
the
you get the
Ollie. It
full-time
happened with the Bear
contract.
man. Yeah, bro. Probation period's gone over now. Let's see if these men like still want to press. Like Rashford, does he still want to impress the manager? Because certain man
Okay.
with Rashford, yeah, when he gets comfortable, you see a different Rashford. You start to see a inconsistent Rashford.
Mhm.
So I can't lie to you, man. You got to be. Everyone's got to be doing the same principles at home
Mm.
as well. Remember at home last season, we only lost one game. Is it the same energy this year? Yeah, we only
Yeah,
lost
the
to
home
Brighton.
form was the home form was
Do you reckon we can
impeccable. We need
keep
to
that
match
though?
that.
Do you
Yeah,
reckon we can keep that home form
I
well?
have
Yeah.
I have no issue with the home form. My problem is away form because our problem away from home, even though we got absolutely battered a couple times, the problem away from home was goals. That's the biggest issue with me personally and our
Yeah.
team. When I look at it in terms of the crate, and you know this when we talk on Filter Podcast, people catch me on Saeed's channel every Sunday.
Come on.
And Eddie, your jokes to that last comment. Goals
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
creativity.
Wild.
Goals and creativity is to me our biggest problem I look at. And that's why I'm not with really, and we'll get your thoughts on the new signings, the Mount signing, Hojlund I do like. But I don't think we have enough creativity and goals currently. That needs to be
Yeah.
addressed. But that's just
No,
my
you're
opinion
spot
on
on.
it.
Spot on.
That's just
No,
what it
you're
is. But
spot
yeah,
on. I
home
think the
form I
the
think's fine.
goals
Away form we need to improve because we were the sixth best.
away form is
We had the
mad,
sixth
bro.
best.
Like not
We had the
one
sixth
win.
best away record. Yeah, we had the sixth best. That's got to improve.
That's got to improve, man. Because
Mm.
at the end of the day, the thing is as well, why it looked worse. Like I thought it was gonna be worse than that, but if you look at it in terms of the goals we conceded away from home, like it was a lot, man. Like 7-0s. Like it just sounded so bad. I mean, obviously you got the relegation teams are the ones that are just never getting any points anyway from home. They're always going to do relatively bad. But for Man United, though, the way we went top 9, only got one win. Was it against the top 9?
I think it was, yeah, something like that. Top 9 or top 12 or something like that. It was something crazy.
No, it was one win. I can't remember who
Yeah, it
that
was
win
one win.
was though again.
It
Who was
was
that one
something
win
like that.
against?
The chat will let us know. Let us know who we actually beat in terms.
Yeah, we
And
beat
yeah,
one
Andy, I
team.
keep mentioning this. We only scored 58 goals in the Premier League.
Yeah,
Scored 58.
that's not good, man.
And
That's not
people
good at
wonder
all.
why
And
I'm sat here and say we can't challenge because I don't think we've added enough.
Fulham, yeah,
I was it
Fulham,
Fulham. Yeah,
Fulham.
Fulham. Big up
Last
football is
minute
the
as
game.
well.
And just to add to Eddie, because we'll probably speak on that as well. No, I don't think Luke Shaw's world class. No, let me just clarify
No.
that. No, he's not world class. He's
Unanimous.
not.
Unanimous.
Unanimous decision. No, he's not. But I do like him a lot as a centre back. That's what I will say. But
Yeah.
speaking of, we'll go on to actually signings, and you mentioning that you're looking the season after the season 2024/25 for Manchester United to actually challenge. Thoughts on the new signings? We'll start with the goalkeeper. We'll start with Onana. So thoughts on
Yeah.
him? Do you like it? Don't you like it? Would you have preferred to have kept De Gea as the number one? Would you have preferred to have kept De Gea as the backup? Or were you saying he
Yeah.
needed to be sold? So thoughts on both?
I, I would have kept De Gea on number 1 until the Sevilla game, innit? But that was my last straw, bro. Like I'll be real with you, man. you see my watch along. People know, man. I've been the biggest David De Gea fan there is, man, and I just had enough in it. I think it was, you know why the Europa League was worse than the West Ham one? Because we got
Well,
knocked out of the competition, and it
yep.
was his fault. Like, let's be honest. I know people will blame Maguire, and I think he's partly to blame. But the Gea for the first one, but the second one, that was embarrassing. The fact that he couldn't control it, or even touch it, or even get a kick on it, and then we went out as a result, man. And then anything after that was just kind of just more misery, if you kind of deep it, man. So yeah, man, that was a final straw for me. But you listen, you have to move on, man. You have to move on with the times. I'm just glad we got that Onana signing in quick. I know it was
True.
we had to back and forth and but I generally thought Onana might have stayed. You know, I had a feeling at one point because I was like, he's got Champions League football. He's at Inter. It's a big club, Inter. People don't realize Inter Milan's a big club.
Inter Milan's a big club,
He's
100%.
number one. He's in Italy. He has to move now after just staying there for 1 year. I don't know if he's got wife and kids, but end of the day, you get me. You got to realize, like, you're moving cultures again. You get me, like. So I didn't think, but the fact that Ten Hag was a pull, the fact that we got him so quickly in for pre-season, in for, you know what I mean, the start of the season as well. We had to get that one sorted. I'm glad we've got Onana. The fact that the way he can play, he's a former Ten Hag man. He knows how he wants to play. Yes, there's going to be mistakes. I know that. We've seen one at the weekend, even though it wasn't really his mistake, to be honest with you. But we've got a new way of playing now and a new style. And you know what? I'm all for it, man. And it's a big position because we've not had a keeper for 13 years. Or, 13 years, not had no keeper. So this is very, very raw for fans. And it is going to take a while for people to get used to it because there's going to be fans who are going to be there ready. Every mistake, they're licking their lips. They're like, yo, man, I told you so. David De Gea, I told you so. They are going to be fans like that.
Yes,
that's what the people do. Fans are fickle. You know what I mean? So
talk about
we got to be ready to ride it out. We got to be ready to kind of back the guy. And you know what I mean? Like, and embrace the change because no change is easy. Like, you know what I mean? When you're deep in, like, no change is easy, bro. So you got to be able to kind of back the man, back his decisions, and you know what? Just see where you end up going because I think it is the right. When I look at the keepers that we could have got, he was the most gettable and the one that made sense because he was 10 Hag's man, and also we got it for relatively cheap. What, 39 million?
Yeah, it
Bro,
was.
you
Yeah,
can't
it was
complain
a
about
good.
that.
It was a good steal. It was a good deal. Great steal. I think it was. I think it was a great steal. 100%, without doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
Without doubt.
I'm with that. And then obviously we got Mount. Mount one.
That's what I was going to get to. Yeah, go on. Go to it, Mount. Go on.
I don't think for me, I wanted him at this. I'm not going to be, you know what I mean, two-faced about that. I didn't really want him. Listen, the Chelsea, you know what I mean, watching Carefree lose his stream was bad enough, yeah. But like just seeing for me his inconsistencies over the years, and when you watch a player 90 minutes week in week out, and I never for once thought I want that player. Like I want Mason Mount. I was like, yo,
talk about
decent player. I was like, decent player. Okay, say no more. But I don't want him. I don't want him in my team. So, but then what you have to do is you have to put your things aside and say, right, if the manager likes him, then it is what it is, isn't it? What can he do? You have to back the manager. You have to see what he's saying. You have to give him the benefit of doubt. You have to give him a try. And then ultimately, you know what I mean? We end up signing him. We have to see. I'm not gonna be putting my agenda out there and be like, yo, he's rubbish. Like, we're gonna back him, but at the same time, like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be difficult to watch. You know what I mean? Because I just know what he's about in it. And sometimes the way he goes missing, the way he, for me, lacks, I think, for me, star qualities. I think he's got good attributes in the way he presses, off the ball movement. But again, on the ball, I'm just like, I don't really see it. But maybe a big club in it, you know what I mean? The big bright lights, the number 7 shirt, the Beckham hairstyle.
Go on, sell it.
I don't know, man. It might
Sell
elevate his game. You know what I mean?
Sell
Like,
it. Yeah, we can hope.
he left a toxic relationship in Chelsea. Sometimes he go into a new relationship, new girl, new man. You know what I mean? New you. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Like, you don't know, bro. Maybe it's that for him, bro. You get a new feeling, and it's a new way.
New man, new mount. Yeah, is that what you're saying? Yeah, he's out of the toxic relationship.
That could be the scenario for Mason Mount, bro. New man, new man.
Let's hope so.
Crazy.
Let's friggin' hope so. Speaking of that, we'll go on to another signing we've made. Hojlund, where are you at with that in regards to? You like, obviously everyone knew we needed a striker, so I'm not going to ask you that. But was he the striker? Do you want it? Was there someone else you was looking at? Is there another type of profile you would have like in terms of preference you would have liked?
Yeah, for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, he wasn't my first choice. Again, another one that wasn't my first choice. My first choice obviously was Harry Kane, but everyone's first choice was Harry Kane. But in terms of Vlahovic,
Mm.
I wanted to see Vlahovic at Man United
Oh,
before
you went
Hojlund.
Vlahovic.
But
Okay.
you know what? Again, like I said to you, the profile of what he is, and when you start to understand his game and you start to
Mm.
understand why the manager wants him, you kind of warm to that idea. But still, it's a big pressure to come to Man United, 20 years old. It's not for you know what it is. It's not if we're signing a player who's like in his mid-20s and he's played a couple of years under his belt. He's played
Mm.
2 seasons professionally when you deep it. Like he's a
Mm.
raw talent, and I feel like for me, the fan base have got to just keep cool on his expectations in it and see where he's at. You know what I mean? Because you've got to remember he's got to fit in. He's got to fit into the league, the mentality, the fact that players are gonna want to kick him in every week. You've got to be strong in it. Like he might be a Haaland where Haaland's a freak in it. The guy don't really like get phased in it. I hope
Yeah.
he's that kind of guy as well, where he don't get phased.
Got you.
He's got a wonderful left foot. You know what I mean? He's got attributes. He can play him behind. He's obviously raw. He's quick. He's got the attributes of a Premier League striker, but can you do it on a wet, cold night at Burnley? You know what I mean, them kind of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to see
That's a
if you're
different
ready for the
conversation. It's a different
you know.
conversation. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you
I
want
get
you want
you.
to you want to know if he's ready for the battle. And
Yes.
obviously the thing is we haven't been seeing any preseason action, so that's been
Mm.
kind of shit in that aspect. So yeah, I think for me I'm apprehensive rather than I'm confident. I don't think I'm confident about him, but I'm like, yo,
Okay.
let's see what he's about in it. Let's see what he can do in it. Because you just don't know what he's about in it. Like you don't know. We've not seen. I've seen a bit of him
First.
at Atlanta, and
Mm.
I was like, okay, fair enough. Like he didn't stand out, but he was doing good stuff. But now let's see
You've
what he
seen
can do
enough
at
where
Man
it's decent
United,
where you
where
go, okay,
the
we'll see what
pressure.
you can do. No, that's fair. That's very fair.
That's
That's
fair,
very
yeah, yeah.
fair. Before we continue, people, we got, you know what I'm saying, legend in the building, man, like Saeed. Make sure you hit the like button on the video, whether you're
Come
watching
on,
this live right now or watching this back after the live. Like check 1212. Let's bump up the
come on.
likes. There's over 130 of you lot in the building, only at
Oh,
65 likes. Let's get up to 100 likes, people. Let's get that up to 100
easy,
likes.
easy.
Hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. We have recently gone past 7,500 subscribers. So we're close, less than halfway now, away from 8,000 subscribers. So hit the subscribe button on the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And of course, subscribe to Saeed's channel. You can catch me plus many others every Sunday, 9 p.m. on the Unfiltered podcast. So the link is in the title, please, people. Click the link, opens up a new tab, and then you can subscribe to Saeed's channel and find all his socials. And another thing that's been mentioned as well is
Mm.
the way that Ten Hag seems to be from the outside looking in, changing the style and the approach we've gone with. Because when we initially got him in as manager, it was we're going to be possession-based football. We're going to dominate possession. It's going to be more tiki-taka, more technical players. And it seemed that was the way he was going. He was linked with De Jong, even though we didn't get him, signed Ericsson. But it seems there's been a shift away from that. So where are you at with that? Do you like the fact there's been a shift away from it? Are you not fussed about it? Would you have preferred to have gone with the more possession-based technical style, or do you prefer the more pace and power transition type football? Where are you at?
You know what it is? The only reason why I was against the transition style is because I seen it under Ollie in it, and for me,
Okay.
I just had nightmares about that because it was just constant like counter-attacking it, and it was like waiting for that one moment to transition
Mm,
and hit players off the park. When reality, it's a 90-minute game, innit? I mean, now we're
mm,
getting 100-minute. How long more can you transition for? That's the key question. But
mm,
um, I think for me, I like balance in it. I like balance with anything in it in life in it. And I think for me, with the transition, it can be deadly. We've seen it against Lons on the weekend. Like the 2 goals that
mm,
we scored from was transition. Like, it
mm,
has been deadly for United last season, but the turnovers in midfield have been also costly for us. I think also when we away from home as well. I think sometimes the lack of control in midfield has allowed teams to press us up high up the pitch and
mm.
create almost like danger without no reason. Like we're just causing ourselves like danger for no necessary reason. I think
Right.
that element there, not having a midfielder who can keep the ball, has been one of our downfalls. Like we had Ericsson, but again, Ericsson's kind of bad thing was that he couldn't keep up with possession or keep up with play.
Yeah,
So that
like
means
yes,
then we
energy.
don't really have,
Hey.
yeah, you know what I mean? So end of the day, we didn't have the energy to kind of get the ball to him, and he wouldn't be able to get the ball. So it was just a mixture of everything, really. And I think ultimately, when you deep it with the style of play, I hope that we do get Amrabat in, and then we have that balance in there. But I also hope that for me, Ten Hag is consistent with his style of play. He doesn't change it throughout the season. He doesn't change it when things are going wrong. Just keep playing the way you want to play. But then also, if we do win the ball high up the pitch, we have to be clinical. That's one of the things that Ten Hag football with it you have to do. If we play that high press and we are then transition and we get them positions where we can be deadly, this team has to score. It has to finish. You've got to be like a Klopp. Look at the Klopp players that they had. They used to score goals. Mane, Salah, they
Yeah,
scored goals. They were
Firmino. Yeah,
killers.
they 2 goals. They did. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. They did.
they
They
were
did.
killers, bro. So we got to be killers in front of goal. And
Ice cold.
ultimately, can we do that? I'm not sure, man. I'm still a bit unproven in that sense. But again, next season there ain't no excuses, man. You got to provide. You must. Next season you must score goals. You must be clinical. So and a season more, they should understand what Ten Hag wants a lot out of this system. They should know more what he is like, what he likes to do, what he wants to do. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, because he has been more like we stated there. It seems he's going more high
Really?
energy, high pressing, covering every blade of grass. So I fully get what you're saying in regards to that. And you mentioned Amrabat. Obviously, we've been linked to him. We're waiting for departures,
Yeah.
which we'll discuss because there seems to be a lot going on. Just today, a lot of news seems to have broke in regards to
Yeah, man.
potential departures from Manchester United. But where are you at with Amrabat? You like the signing?
For
Not
me,
with
I
it?
think, I'm with you. I'm fully with it. Amrabat for me is key for Man United, man. I just think for me, what he can bring to this midfield in terms of his dynamism and his ball carrying, I think he's the only one that I think for me in this midfield can receive the ball on the half turn and be press resistant and also what he's so good at is distributing the ball. So playing it long. I know we've got Lissandro that can do that. I think Casemiro has shown that he can do a lot of P rollers and whatnot, and he can distribute. But this guy's an expert at doing that. So we need that ball in behind. So then it helps Rashford and Garnacho, lock in and then move forward and drive with the ball. And he just got that energy, that bite, and a different way of playing as well that we don't need, we sometimes don't have. When you look at away from home, we can just sit and say, "Yo, Casemiro, Amrabat, what are you saying?
Yes.
What are you not telling me?" We can just sit and lock off and say, "You know what? We'll hit you on the counter," and it helps probably Ten Hag's transition way better. So I'm like I said, I'm fully with it. I think it's going to be for me key, but ultimately, like I said to you, it's one of them where the manager. See, we have to sell players first and foremost, but you know what I mean. He needs to find a way of bringing him in more than what I think the manager might do in terms of the off games. Because, bro, I don't know, man. With Amrabat, he wants to leave. He wants to leave playing that he's playing first team action. So he's got to make sure that there's a plan for Amrabat as well. So it's not just kind of one-off games. It's he comes in Champions League sometimes away from home. So I think it's a key player. We don't have midfielders. If Donny's going to leave McTominay, Fred. You know what I mean? That's
We're
a lot of
light in
players
that
leaving.
area.
We don't
We're
have
very
Kobe.
light. Very light.
We're very light, man. Ericsson is going to be a rotational player. And then you've got, that's it really. Kobe Mino's out for a while. You can't really add him, even if there was midfielders there anyway. So that's Casemiro, Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount.
That's it. Ericsson, that's the
And
four. Currently, they're the
Yeah.
senior. 4, that's light anyway. You know what I'm saying? You need at least
That's
6.
light anyway.
Because you want 2 for every position, so you want at least 6, and we got 4, even adding in the Amrabat. And that being said, don't know how true it is. Let me know in the chat, please, people. Want to get your thoughts on this, bro. Today, that typical, of journalists with Manchester United, we have interest in Lavia. Would you take Lavia? Were you saying 50 million too much? Thoughts on him?
I still take Amrabat over Lavia, but I think Lavia, I wouldn't be against it. I definitely wouldn't be against Lavia coming in through the door because he's got qualities that I think for me are very, very good. Again, would be a good little player to bring in for experience next to Casemiro. But I think ultimately for me, it's a lot of money for a player who's still 19 years old, and you know what I mean. I don't know. It's just one of them where will he play now? Is he one for the future? Can we not come back to that maybe in a few years' time? If he's obviously it depends if he goes Liverpool or not. I don't know. I think that's just kind of driving up the bid. I think it's driving up the bid. I think United are just doing it. So then I don't know, man. It's just paper talk for me. But Lavia, I think Amrabat will still be my first choice. Lavia would be probably second choice if
What about
Amrabat
both?
didn't work out. But
because for both,
you
it'd
can
probably
get
be
both.
about 80 million. Probably be
Whether
at about 80
whether we
million for
raise
two of
up
them.
funds is another question, though. That's the thing, though. That's the issue as well.
Hey, if we
Have
sell
we raised
Donny,
up enough funds?
Fred, McTominay, Maguire, I think we could get close to 80 million for those four. I
Yeah,
think so.
that's a good point. To be fair,
Because they were
That's
saying
good.
combined, I think it was it 50 to, again, quote me, let me know in the chat, please, people. They were saying 50 to 60 for Maguire and McTominay, like combined. So
Yeah,
to me, like, yeah,
yeah,
like
60. Yeah, 60.
that's what he was saying, 50 to 60
Yeah,
million. And Fred will go for
60.
at least 10, 15, and then Doddy may go for whatever he goes for. That's the 80 right there, if that is indeed the case.
Mhm. Fred as well. We need to know what's it is. Is it 12 million euros? Is it 10
Yeah.
million? What is it like? What is it? And we need to find out these bids, man. I don't know why with Man United, we don't really even hear like feelers for like what their price is at, like, so we can actually like come out with a little bit of an idea of what what I mean is it going to be. But I think you're right. The thing is though, what makes sense is like what is going to happen in it. And that's why I'm just kind of looking at it in terms of they're only just going to buy one midfielder extra, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I generally, when I put my little season predictions, I said United needed two midfielders at least minimum in the team.
Yes. Facts.
That was
Agreed.
without any withdrawers. So, what I mean? One isn't really enough because if I'm not saying Bruno will get injured because he's always available, but Mount getting injured, what are you doing then? What are you going to build up front? Because there ain't no McTominay, there ain't no Donny, So and you can't just fix anybody in there. I know it's Ericsson, but I don't trust Ericsson anymore, man. I think he's just not that guy anymore. I think he can do a job. Don't get me wrong,
As a
but
squad player.
we can get both. Yeah, you're right. Danny's right. Yeah, we'll bet both. We're cooking.
I think that is the move because the both of them will cost like 80 million. But like I say, that's by sales, like a McTominay, a Maguire, a Fred, and a Donny van der Beek. That covers that. Henderson, you can throw in that mix as well. That definitely covers that. And then never forget our Brandon Williams, a Eric Bailly for extra, and players we've sold as well in your tellers.
I don't know I don't know what he's worth, mate. He's bro, it's mad.
Little 5 million.
The podcast for I was like, what is he like? What is he worth? Like, it's mad.
A little 5 million. You know what I'm saying? A little 5 million,
bro.
A little 5 million for him.
The thing is, he's not even played to even warrant 5 million. I don't know what he's even done. Like, the thing is, we don't even have like a little, like something like put them out on loan. And the loan didn't work last season. He didn't really do well at Marseille. Yeah. These loans as well are just not being great for the players.
It shows the levels the players are at. We're going.
But also, the manager wants to buy in Todibo. I don't know if you've heard of it, but the manager wants a centre back.
I heard about Todibo. Would you like to see us go in and get another centre back? Are you cool with the centre back options we have? Because obviously you got Martinez, Varane, Shaw, Lindelof. It seems Maguire's on his way out. Johnny Evans. Have we actually signed Johnny Evans? On a short-term deal.
It's meant to be.
Is it still up in the air?
Short-term deal.
But yeah, thoughts on Todibo. Would you sign not necessarily him? Well, actually, yes. Would you sign him, or are you just trying to see a centre back come in who can do a good job?
I like him. I've watched him a few times. He's strong, he's aggressive, both-footed, very, very technical, quick. But if you told me about buy an extra defender or buy an extra midfielder, I'd rather go buy an extra midfielder because I feel like the centre back situation, we've got Varane, Lindelof, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw if you need to.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, it's whether he sees if Maguire does leave, it's then is only technically 3 centre backs at the club, technically, and it's like they don't want a situation where last season when we went through some sort of something going on. So I feel like they don't want to do that in that sense. So I feel like for me, they don't want to take the chance. They're going to go get centre back, which I think for me that would be the wrong situation. But if Evans does sign a good contract, that means then we're definitely okay in that department. We don't need to sign another centre back. But then again, I'm not really having Evans, man. I don't know if you've seen him in the preseason. Man's getting twisted up, man. Man's getting the half turn.
But he's going to be 5th choice or something like that anyway.
Yeah,
he's going to be 5th. He's going to be behind. He'll be behind Lindelof, Shaw, Martinez, Varane. He's 5th choice. And if we do sign a Todibo or another centre back, he's 6th choice. I'm not really fussed about Johnny Evans because we should barely see him. To be honest.
Get an extra midfielder for me instead of striker. Midfielder.
I'd go get 2 extra midfielders. I do hear that. Big up to my guy Jess, who says, he sold him. He says, by the way, we speak about it later, Flawless on the show. But Todibo, we can replace Varane right now if given playtime. He's that good for me. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. First.
facts.
And Saeed, have you
Very
got any
facts.
headphones? We're getting a slight echo from you on your side.
Is it? Oh, let
Yeah,
me
yeah, yeah. Just a
come in and
slight.
out.
Yeah, no
Maybe it's
stress,
that.
man. It's all good. No worries, man. No worries. It's all good. While Saeed does that, people, let's continue to bump up the likes. We're at 79 likes, over 150 people in the building. Let's bump up the likes, people. Let's get up to 100 likes. Get us to triple digits. Hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. And don't forget all the specials and all the specials and all the other shows on the YouTube channel and on the Twitch are available on
How's
audio
that now?
only platforms, people.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, people, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV and the shows will pop up. You know what? Click the settings and click the, have you got the echo cancellation thing on?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not my headphones on. Let me put my
Yeah,
headphones.
yeah.
Might be better.
Yeah, turn the headphones on. Yeah. Try that. But yeah, it's all good, fam. But yeah, like I said, people, I'm gonna drop the links in the chat. But yeah, SoundCloud, hit us a follow, but hit us a follow on there. Spotify as well. Yeah, it's gone now. Spotify, hit us a follow,
Oh,
five
now, yeah.
stars. And then iTunes as well, 5 stars. Leave us a review as well. But let's get to the departures. We'll start with Harry Maguire.
Yep.
We'll start with Harry Maguire. Would you have sold him for the 20 million, or are you in the camp where you're like, you want to get more money for him and risk him still being here? Because he is someone who's
Listen, bro.
I can't even say polarizing figure, because most fans are not fans of him. Most Manchester United fans, I should say. He also got booed in the friendly as well, which I think is crazy. Like to booing,
Yeah,
like,
mad.
I'm not a fan, but yeah, booing him just doesn't help. But yeah, your thoughts anyway on Maguire. Would you have sold him for the 20 million, or are you saying, all right,
Bro,
try and get more for him?
I don't know if you've seen the latest bid, man. They bid 30 million now. I don't know if you've
Wait,
seen the
who's bid
latest bid.
30 million? Who? West Ham.
West Ham.
Hey, we should take
Yeah,
that,
bro.
man. We should
Bro,
take
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I said it on my stream. I tweeted it before.
We should take
Bro,
that.
30 million ran. Forest ran. You know what I'm saying?
Said
Like,
run, Forest, run. You're a
bro,
joke, man.
I'm telling you, man. Take the damn money and get the hell out of there. People will say, oh, but we can stretch it to 35, 40. Bro, we're just now, we're now complaining then for no reason. And when he's at that football club, come the start of the season, yeah,
Talk
that's on
about
you. When
yeah.
he's there and say, God forbid, they get injured, yeah, and he's playing, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you. Because you were like,
Facts.
nah, you were ungrateful for that. And then I say, we overpaid for that money. That shouldn't substitute the situation that we're still getting 30 million for him. Like, it's not, man. Like, for me, we should have paid probably 40, 50 million at best for Maguire when we signed him. And then now we've got 30. It's a 20 million loss. It is what it is. That loss ain't on you. That's losses on
Facts.
the Glazers, bro. Get
Facts.
that money and get out of here, man. And I expect Man United to go and buy a centre back on top. That's what we should do. We
Talk about
shouldn't be the maths. We shouldn't be the economic guy and you know what I mean, like the analyzing the money and whatnot.
we doing the deals. We negotiating. Seeing how much money we've
We
got left over.
negotiating, bro. Take that money, man. I just don't, for me, like this idea that he's worth 40 million, I just don't get it. For me, with the level of performances that I've seen, with the
Talk about
level of what do you call it, mistakes that he's now producing, he's getting slower. He's for me, he's just not reading the game as what I used to think he would. He's better in a back five. Again, we can't accommodate to that.
Talk
So
about
listen, man, cut your losses and just move because it's not good for the toxicity of fan base, man. Look at the fan base. Like anytime he tweets or anytime he does anything, like he's getting booed. So it's like, why would you want that? Why would you want that, bro? Like, just allow it in it.
So
Have
what
they
is this?
haven't
Yeah.
rejected it?
So
Yeah.
Samuel, West Ham have had a 30 million bid for Scott McTominay rejected by Manchester United. Understands offers weren't a joint bid. So I've rejected both. Someone let us know, people. Someone let us
Wow.
know. Someone let us know.
Yeah,
Like,
just
what
seen
is
that one as well.
somebody let
Rejected.
us know. So we rejected 30 million for McTominay. What's the Maguire situation though?
That's 30 million as well.
So we rejected both because they said it wasn't joint.
Yeah,
Hold
both.
up, my laptop moving a little bit slow. So it says, yeah, Samuel at this is from at Samuel Luckhurst. West Ham have had a 30 million bid for Scott McTominay rejected by Manchester United. Understand offers weren't a joint bid for McTominay and Maguire. So we rejected 30 million for both. If we have, that's just stupid business. That's
Yeah.
just dumb business.
30 million
That's
for
dumb
both
business.
and he rejected it, bro. That's what they were.
That's just dumb
McTominay's
business.
not even worth anything when you're deep in. We got
It's
him for
just dumb
free.
business.
Academy built. You got 30 million profit on McTominay.
That's just dumb
What?
business, man.
I don't understand it, bro. Like,
It's
it's
dumb
just
business.
you know what it is. If you said to me at the start of the window, 30 million, I would be like, nah, we could get a little bit more than that. But it's the end of the window now. Things change.
Talk about it.
Start of the window,
That's
40
bad
million,
business.
fair enough. But this is the end of the window now. We need
Yeah.
to start getting Amrabat in. Because now I'm hearing Juventus want him or something like that. I'm hearing rumors of Amrabat circling, Juventus are circling around, other clubs are circling around. Like, bro, make a decision, man. Like, that's the way I kind of look at it for me. But you know what? It just depends on the manager. Apparently said he would only sell him if a big offer came in. But does that mean you really want to keep him then? Like, because you're
No,
trying to
no, no.
say
I think you're
you
just
want
trying
to,
to drive the price up. That's what that is, which I understand. I understand him saying that. I do get
yeah,
that, but 30 million for those two is a steal. If like you mentioned it, and I said the same thing previously. If Maguire and McTominay are still here come the start of the season, that's on the club. That's on the
yeah,
club. If we
that's
don't
on the
sell
club.
these two for that, for a combined 60 M's.
Yeah. But also, you got to hope that these players want to leave as well, man. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, there's certain man here that just
Bro.
because they're like they play for that club, it just looks good on
Mhm.
their CV and it, like on
Yeah.
their name in it. Like, I play for Man United in it, like you get me, like I play for Man United. Look at Jesse Lingard, bro. Man never wanted to leave. He was making this decision, humming and hawing,
Mm.
this and that. I know we heard interviews that he didn't want to let him go, etc., etc. But reality is that he dilly dallied around his move away from Man United, and then it kind of bit him in the ass. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because he then left for free. So every time it's always for free or whatnot. Like we've made some terrible decisions in the past. Pogba, look how long it took to kill him, offer him something, then not offer him something. Like, come on, man,
That's it.
don't
And
play
this
with
is
us, man.
from big up to Ahmed, who says it's understood that the offer is short of United's valuation. United would accept an offer in the region of 40 to 45 million for Scott McTominay and about 35 million for Maguire. And that's from that Time Sport. Again, people, yes, all of these things. That's why I always ask people to drop the sources. And we're not saying this is gospel. This is just what's being reported. But I don't like this. We should have. So literally, if it's 40 to 45 M's for McTominay, we're talking 10 million. If it's 35 for Maguire, we're talking 5 million. Just get these
Yeah,
players gone. That's great. I can't
that's
believe
it.
they're offering that much. I'm surprised. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
surprised.
Listen, I think again
I'm
they've become
surprised.
desperate. Everyone's become desperate now. Have you noticed? Like
We'll
everyone's
talk
getting to
about it.
that desperate point now. Look at Chelsea haggling around Caicedo. Look at Liverpool haggling around. Like I think
Lavio.
everybody doesn't want to get bummed in the market, but then it's also like they're not understanding that, bro. The season's about to start, bro. I'd rather,
Talk
yeah,
about
we had every single signing ready for the season start, and we never made a signing after. I'm not
it.
saying that means that it is an injury. I'm talking about if you stayed injury free for
Yeah,
that
yeah,
whole
yeah.
August, and you did need to make a signing, then for me,
Yeah, exactly what
it's
you're
fair
saying.
for everyone. Because
Yeah.
the fact is, yeah, because you give people more time, it's like when you have a homework. Like when you give someone a homework and you tell them, "Yo, listen, you got this till this day to have it," people are gonna drag it until the last day
Oh yeah,
rather
I
than
did that
doing
all
it
the time
early.
when I was in school and college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had the whole weekend to do it. Let me just do this Sunday before I go to bed. 100%. I
Sunday
get you.
night, like yo, it's mad, isn't it?
Sunday
Like you
night.
do this, you do your homework at Sunday night, last minutes. You know what I mean? So it's
100%.
one of them. You get me? Like, but if you're a big club like Man United, you gotta do this. You gotta take it seriously, man. You gotta be like, yo,
Yeah.
like I gotta do this right now. You know them
It's
ones.
literally, we're literally saying 10 to
So
15 million for them. So McTominay are in the same boat as Maguire in regards to just get them gone.
yeah, get them gone. Listen, I'm not gonna celebrate. People will be like, oh well, later on we got them for more. I don't give a shit, man. I'm not here to make more money. I expect things to happen. And a club like Man United, like it's almost like with United fans now, they're just championing like mediocrity, like they're
Talk about
championing
it.
like
Hey, hey,
simple
hey,
things.
just preaching to the choir. Talk about it, fam.
Yeah, I feel like for me, yeah, with United fans at the minute, man, it's like simple things. It's like, yeah, Myrtle Masterclass or Myrtle Madness, or you know what, give them credit. I'm like, bro, like this is Manchester United you're talking about.
Yeah.
And this is a club that has been built under so much success in the past years. And we can say, yeah, but we still have the Glazers, they're doing their best with the Glazers. But bro, like I don't care. They all come under one for me, man. You know what I mean? You guys are all working together, so you are one of them. You're the ops, man. So you got to do your job. So for me,
Yep.
oh, but they've done well here. No, that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yep.
If you do
Facts.
your job, I don't complain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a
I
guy
fully get
who's
what you're saying.
stacking
Do your
shelves at
job.
Tesco don't get, what I mean? He don't get flipping, you know what I mean? Like,
Stack the shelves, man. Been there, man. Just stack the shelves.
been there.
That's what it is. Do
You
the
don't
job.
get glorified for stacking shelves.
Do your
Same way
job.
you don't get glorified for doing this.
Yeah, I hope it works out. I hope we do indeed get more money for the money we want for McTominay and Maguire. Because if we don't, that's on the club. That's on Ten Hag. That's on whoever's making those decisions. I said
All
that
right.
about Maguire initially. I would have took the 20 M's. It's either 20 million for Maguire or he's still here. 30 million for McTominay or he's
Facts.
potentially still here. Because currently they're still here now. And my biggest worry is that they'll
Facts.
still be here come the end of the window. That's my biggest concern. Where you at with Fred though? Same. Are you saying move him on as well?
Yeah. See you later, man. See you later, man. And listen, been a good servant. You know what I mean? Good performances. PSG. You know what I mean? Tottenham. It's been some big games. Man City, I think at home one time, he was excellent.
Yeah.
A couple of big performances, but for me, overall, I'm not gonna lie to you, I never really rated him. I give him credit where it's due, but I never rated him like that. If I'm being honest with you, I mean, I know there's a lot of people in the chat might have rated Fred, but he was always misprofiled for me, and that's maybe where my frustration came from. He was
Talk
never a
about it.
DM. He was maybe a player that needed to play more, like
Yeah, he's an 8.
towards like an 8, yeah, like an 8,
Yeah.
bro. Like play him as an 8, bro. What are you playing him as a
He's a
DM, bro?
6.
Trying to receive the ball in the half turn, like do 6 things. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's true though, innit? Misprofile Pogba, misprofile Fred, misprofile every damn player that comes to this football club, man. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's what we do. You know what I mean? So
No,
I think
facts.
ultimately it's been a good servant, been a good what we bought him in 2019, 18 actually it was. So it's been a good 5 years, man. 5 years at the club, you know, crazy, man. It's
Yeah, man, it's
absolutely
time. It's time
crazy.
to move him on. It really is.
It's time to move on, man. Should have went 2
uh,
years earlier, to be honest with you.
and another midfielder. Obviously, that is the theme because you got McTominay, you got Fred, Donny Van de Beek. Would you move him on? Would you keep him? Where you at with that?
Yeah. Listen, I'd move him on as well, man. Ultimately, listen, he's not going to play in it. And when you don't have no use, it's one of them where, what's the point of having you if you don't have any use? So, yeah, I'd get rid of him as well, man. Unfortunately, he's not going to be playing. He's not going to be used. He's not going to be valued, I think, for me at Old Trafford. And the manager isn't as well. It's crazy because the manager's the one that we ended up buying him off. So it was quite mad that the manager now doesn't favour him. But it just goes to show how his confidence has gone, his ability, in a sense, has faded away. So yeah, man, it's sad. But again, another player that unfulfilled at Old Trafford, man. How many midfielders, Mkhitaryan, him, Schneiderlin, Schweinsteiger, how many midfielders have we unfulfilled at United?
Pogba. Yeah,
It's
the
mad,
list goes
it's
on,
deep.
fam. The list goes on and on and on and on. That list goes on and on. Nah, 100%. Without doubt.
It's mad though
You know,
when
so
you think about it, though.
it is, and that's just why we've been so poor for the past, well, now over a decade. Well, no, it is a
Yeah.
decade now. That's why we've been so poor for a decade, because of not just mismanaging midfielders, but others as well, and having no plan. But hopefully Ten Hag is, and it seems to be he's sorting it out, because I love the departures that were, well, even I like the departures we made, and I love the rumored departures as well, and bids coming in for these types of players. It is. And someone did ask in the chat, so we'll get to it. I wanted to know your thoughts. How many goals are you looking for from Hojlund? And we'll say Premier League and across all competitions.
Hojlund. Well, I said 15 GA, you know. I said 15. I think he'll get
in the
10
Premier
goals.
League. Across all
Yeah.
comps.
10. You know what? Across all comps.
Mm-hmm. You can go with GNA. You can add in assists if you want, and I'd combine the two. That's fine.
You know what? Let me see my squad. Yeah, like I said, I think, 15 goals in all competitions. 15 goals in all competitions. And then maybe 5 goals, 5 assists. So I'm going to go with 20 GA for the season. If you can give me 20 GA, bro, I'll take that, man. First season, 15 goals in all competitions, 5 assists. I think that's possible, man. You get me?
That's fair enough.
But the thing is, though, he don't need to be best goal scorer. The goals need to be shared about anyway, man.
He needs to score goals, but be a foil. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, be a foil, man, and then help others come into play, man. So, yeah, bro, I think for me it's possible, man, that everyone could do their bit. Generally, bro, everyone could do their bit, man.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. And staying in the striking position,
think?
in regards to Hojlund, him being a foil definitely needs to get goals and assists. In terms of goals in the league, definitely looking in the league 12 to 15 in the league solely. And then outside of that, we'll look across all competitions. Across all comps, 20. But if I'm looking 12 to 15, then you should be able to get 15 to 20 across all comps. I'm asking for 5 in Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. So it's around that. So 12 to 15 in the league, 15 to 20 in all comps. But then I'm looking for you, like you mentioned, to be a foil for others. So it's not just goals you're getting. Obviously assists as well you're adding there, but be a problem. Be a problem. Be a nuisance to the opposition. be an absolute nuisance where they're like, oh, long day, Hojlund's playing. Same with opposition fans, oh, Hojlund's playing. And I like his profile a lot, and I think he will be. I think he will be a good foil for others, for your Rashfords, your Anthony's, Mounts, Brunos, Garnacho, etc. I think he will be. But staying in the striking position, obviously we've seen Jadon Sancho playing a false nine, and it seems is going to be, will probably open up against Wolves, and Sancho will be playing in the false nine. Where are you at with Jadon Sancho? Do you want him sold? Are you going to give him a chance within this false nine? Thoughts? Do you think he's going to have a successful season?
Yeah, I think for me, it's listen, I'm not quite sure. I think he's quite lost in terms of where he plays. I think right now he's almost like become that ultimate team player. Like, I just want to play football now. Like, and he's understanding what the manager wants. The manager's probably brought an idea up to him, and he's kind of maybe at first thought, nah, man, I'm a winger, man. But then he's kind of said, you know what, I'll play wherever it needs to be. I think he's just, you know what, he's taking the role better now. He's understanding what the manager wants. He's leaving his ego aside. I think he's pressing better. He looks more leaner. He looks more fitter. He looks more explosive. I think he's just kind of understanding everything that the manager wants now. And he's saying, you know what? I can do this, bro. Like, I can be the player that the manager wants, finally. Instead of being a player where the players want. Now he's being the player that the manager wants. So I think for me, it's a good thing. He won't play every game, but he can still be an influential part of the season. And in that false nine, I think that could be the kind of bit for him. It is a make or break season for him. I think this is probably the last season we're going to have from Sancho if he doesn't perform. I think this is the season where if it doesn't work out for him, I just can't see it ever turning out for him, bro. I'll be really, really, really honest with you, man, because he's had 3 seasons now. If time flies, man. Time flies when you're having fun, man. You know, so I think ultimately, false nine, he won't play on the wing for me because I think there's too much competition there. And yeah, man, I think for me, he's looking at if Hojlund is not fit or if Rashford is not playing in that false nine role correctly, he might be a ploy in that kind of area in the false nine. But pre-season and Premier League are 2 different things, man. Everyone's going to demand a lot from you more in because again, you're going to have aggressive centre backs. Things are going to be more tense. You feel me? So, but now the fact that we've got so much minutes now, if you look at the Premier League now, there's a lot of minutes added on now. So if we do have 100-minute games every game now, he might end up being an influential part in this season.
Okay.
You know, so this new rule could help teams, you know, perform better when you deep it. You know what I'm saying, bro?
All right. So I hear what you're saying. Like in regards to games going on slightly later, his skill set could be his skill set could be useful. I fully get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I fully hear that in regards
like
to
his skill set could be useful in that aspect. So that's why I'm like, yeah, okay, say no more. Then, like, you know, what I mean, you could Champions League nights as well, bro. Champions League nights. You know what I mean? He could be that guy that helps us in that competition and is a key component for us in that competition because it's not about being PMP in that league. It's about technical ability in it. Like, how can you show your abilities in that competition? So. Yeah, man. I think for me that could be a situation where it could help him, but bro, everything's just got to come from him in it. Like nothing, we can't gas him up, man. I don't think any United fans should be gassing up Sancho. He's got to gas himself up, man. You know what I mean? You got to tell yourself, yeah, I'm Jadon Sancho. You know what I mean, bro? I think ultimately it's not down to fans to make comps about him and whatnot. Focus, play your game, and you know what? The results will do the talking. The football will do the talking, bro. Simple as that.
And you mentioned it. Champions League. What are you looking from the team and Ten Hag within that competition? Are you saying get out of the groups? Are you saying round of 16? Are you saying quarterfinals? It is at Wembley. Are you saying go all the way to the final? Where are you at?
Bro, I feel like this is the competition I'm getting a bit excited about. I can't lie to you, man.
I know, because we've had this.
Might have a chance.
Talk about it.
Something's telling me about this year with the Champions League because I looked at the Champions League last year. I'm looking at the quality of the Champions League now. It's not what it used to be, you know, man.
True.
Bayern Munich ain't the same team. Real Madrid and Real Madrid. I get that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying don't be humble. I'm saying be humble. But if you can get out of the group stages, bro, we've seen AC Milan who were poor in the Serie A last season. Poor, go all the way to the semi-finals. There was teams like Benfica still in there, bro. It's not as tough as it seems. And the teams this year, have you seen the teams this year? By the way,
the teams again is not. When I talk about Manchester United in the Champions League, it's not because of the quality. Because I do agree with you, the quality is not at a high level in terms of overall. Is I don't trust us. If we were at a decent level, we'd you not winning it. I'm not saying that far, but going far in the competition.
I'm not saying that as well.
Yeah,
I'm saying we can go far in it.
How far?
I think we can go far in it. I think we could get potential to the quarterfinals, possibly.
First,
in that aspect, if you could get a quarterfinal tie, and it's a favourable tie, you just never know.
Favourable draw. Hey, talk about Saeed, gas it up, man. You know what I'm saying? That
I'm just saying,
dreams under the lights.
Ten Hag in cup competitions, he's gone to every final. You know, let's be real.
Bar the Europa League, you know, right? Yeah,
Europa League. Yeah, he did it because of David De Gea, but he was on the way to. If you kind of look at it, like if it wasn't for that David De Gea situation there,
we should have won that competition. We should have
won it though. We gave Sevilla fucking 2 goals up, bro. We were 2 goals up, and then we lost it. Then, well, I couldn't believe it that day at Old Trafford. You know, I couldn't believe it.
Outrageous, fam. Outrageous what we did. I'm with you on that. I hear that. Still a joke. I mean?
So
still not over it.
It's one of them. I think Ten Hag is a cup manager. He likes to take it strong. And what we do, if we can balance the season well and we can manage the season well, it's not under the realms of impossible. Yeah,
it's all about a favorable draw. Like you mentioned, I've said that about the Champions League. If you get out of the group stages, which I think we will, get through the round of 6, the first knockout round, and then you get to the quarterfinals, then it's favorable draw. Then it's a favorable draw. It's fully on the favorable draw like that. Because they say we get into what the run Inter Milan had, I would expect us to get to the finals.
Let me just check the teams in it right now.
Yeah. I think they played Porto, Benfica, and AC. I think that was their run. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So the teams in it this season are Real Madrid, Lazio, Arsenal. Let's go Madrid.
Wait. We're not back from the top. Who was the team? Wait. Saeed, hold up. Who was the second team after Real Madrid? Say that again.
Lazio. They came second in their league, I think, last season.
Wait, Lazio,
yeah, man. They came second in their league.
Or did they come second in Serie A? All right, go on, carry on. I didn't know that. I don't follow Serie A. That's why I was like, I've not heard Lazio in a minute. Okay, first. Yeah, go on, carry on. Sorry.
Man.
Sorry.
What else is in there? So, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, Leipzig, Real Sociedad, Salzburg, Lens, who we just played, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man City, Sevilla, who they're only in there obviously because of the Europa League. But if you look at their season last season, they were terrible. Shakhtar Donetsk, Man United, Benfica, Celtic, Milan, Union Berlin, Napoli, Crvena Zvezda, who are a Serbian team, Dortmund, Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain, Feyenoord, Inter, Porto. You tell me, like, apart from Man City, Man City and Bayern Munich, and possibly PSG, Madrid. And Madrid, everyone else is on on par.
There's no one who's clear of us. There's no one I'd say, minus like some of the names the names we mentioned. There's no one I think off top of the head, and I have to do further research that I go there clear of us. I'm really concerned about playing them. Like if we draw Real Madrid, long day. We draw Real Madrid, long, but everyone else, I hear you. Yeah,
I hear you. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, we just gotta do our thing and then look at the draw, innit? You know what I'm saying? Look at the draw, bro. You know what I mean?
It's all about look at the draw in the champs. It is all about look at the draw in the champs. But you're saying quarterfinals. Just to clarify, Saeed, nor me, I hear saying United are going to win the Champions League. We're saying quarterfinals, and let's see where the draw is.
They're going to clip me up and then they say, oh, you're Saeed. And I clarified, I ain't winning no Champions League. We're going to go far and we'll see what happens.
Quarterfinals. But hey, if we get to the final, it's in Wembley. It's over here. It's at Wembley. It's in the UK. So we all got, if we do make the final, head down to London. That's what it is.
Definitely.
We need to all link up. We need to link. We need to, if we do, because this is highly unlikely to happen, but if we do indeed actually make it to the final, we all got to link up and watch that together. We have to.
Yeah. No,
I even say, film it, but we have to link up.
That would be a watch along party. That would be a watch party. Like everyone.
You do the watch party. Yeah.
Watch party. I'll make sure we get that patterned.
That'd be fine.
Link up, bro. Everyone there, bro. Even fly out if you need to, man. Eddie, I see you there.
Fine. Yeah. Watch party. Yeah. I'm with that. If we do, even though I don't think we will, definitely we have to throw something. We have to throw something at a watch party.
The hotel now, you're saying, Andy. Okay, say no more.
I wouldn't say all that. People save your monies. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do all that.
You can do you can actually do where you basically book it, but then you won't get charged though. So people can book it and then
Yeah,
cancel it
you
beforehand.
need to
So Flawless, you can actually
relax.
do it.
Yeah, yo, just relax and all that. Let's get out of the group stages first. You know what I'm saying? About man, we're talking
Say
about
no
booking the
more.
hotels. Large up to everyone in the chat though. Saeed, bless having you on as always. Know you
Come on,
got
man.
big
Big up to
sixes
the
live
chat,
at
man.
9:30. Saeed, always good, always great chopping up and talking to you. Anyway, let them know where they can find you, what you've got coming up, not just this week for the season though. I know you got content ideas.
Yeah.
I know you got
Content.
plans, man. You know what I'm saying, for the entire season. So let the people know.
Yeah, man. Just elevating more watch alongs, more content coming up. Like I said, I'm gonna try and level up the production this year. But just in general, man, just keep supporting, keep supporting the channel, man. That's all I say, man. And obviously support the main guy here, Flawless, man. Sarcasm City TV, man. Honestly, guys, man, this guy is the guy, bro. Like you, honestly, you're working hard, bro. Like I said, man, 10K. You know what you want now?
We're at seven and a half. We recently just went past
7.5,
7.5
bro.
this live week. You know what I'm saying?
I
Seven
think
and a
for
half.
me, yeah, I know it's gonna be a big push here, but at the end of the season, 10K, we're doing it.
Oh,
Let's do it.
end of the season. Yeah. End of the season? End of
Come
the
on,
season
we
coming?
can do
Yeah,
it.
100%. Yeah, we can get to
You get
10K,
me? So
without doubt.
let's do it,
Yeah,
people, man. Let's support Flawless, big
love, man.
YouTuber, and you know what, man? Just hardworking, humble guy, man. So big up to you, man, Flawless, man. You
Appreciate
deserve
it.
your flowers, bro.
I
You get me?
appreciate it, and that's what this show's all about, man. Is giving people their flowers, including yourselves. It's big up to Lewis in the chat as well, another person who's been on the specials. But yeah, man, Saeed, I know you mad busy, so much appreciate you jumping on the channel as well for the special. I know you gotta go, but like I said, man, you one of the best. Never forget that, man. You one of the best out here doing this, man, and kick down doors for so many, including myself. You feel me? So
Love
big
my
up, man.
guy.
Every single time, man. Saeed, bless up, yeah. Man will definitely catch up with you soon, cause I know you got a
Come
dip.
on, man.
So yeah, man. Bless up.
Love,
Love
bro. Come
Saeed,
on,
eh?
man.
Every time. You already know, man. Big up to Saeed. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, people. And I hope everyone who's been locked in, not only to this specials, but the specials all week long, I hope you lot have enjoyed them. Because I will do them occasionally where I just pick a week and then Monday to Sunday, even though this was on the Monday, but Monday to Sunday and get not all of, get all the biggest and best content creators I can on. Obviously, it's ended with Saeed, started with James. So we've had James Redmond on, we've had Nuruddin on, we've had Lewis on, we've had Matisse on, Grizz has been on, Zah's been on, and then ending it having Saeed on as well. But yeah, man, I hope you lot, what's it called, man, have enjoyed all of the specials as much as I have. You know what I'm saying? I really hope you lot have enjoyed them as much as I do. Some debuts as well, some regulars as well. I'm saying some days, like I said, some new ones, some debuts. Sorry, my phone's buzzing off. People messaging me about shows and stuff. But yeah, some debuts and some people we've had on as well. Jesse, I'm glad you've enjoyed it as well. He says, I enjoyed the special series. Get rants. Didn't manage to get rants on this week, but rants, there's a playlist for all the Sarcasm City TV specials. There's a playlist on the channel. So probably if the person wasn't on this week, they've been on. Rants has been on before. So if you want to go watch the Rants one. The Rants one is on the playlist. Troops has been on. Lee Gunn has been on. Trying to think who else was not on this week. So they're just three off the top of my head of people who have not been on. Nick, I don't know X like that, but shout out to Expressions, one of the best as well. There's just 4 or 5 content creators who have not got on these who I want to get on. But you know how I can get these people on? You lot gotta continue to support. Because the audience, you lot in the chat, made this happen. Because you lot blew up the channel and was supporting myself and supporting the channel so much. And they enabled me to go and get a Saeed on, get the likes of Aaron, Nuruddin, James Redmond, Lee Gunner, Troops, Rants, the list goes on. So yeah, man, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jesse says, I enjoyed the special series. Theo said, Saeed, good to see you here, giving Flawless some strength. Real, recognize real. That's my guy. Flawless, stay cooking, G. You already know, man. You already know. Let's see what else. User 0007 says 20K incoming soon. You already know. Shout out to Stephanie G. Says Flawless by name, flawless by nature. One of the GOATs in the building as well. Lewis, 2 GOAT smash the likes as well. I see all of you lot. To Nero, just shout me about that, and then I'll try pattern that for you. If you're trying to get tickets this season, just send me a message, or someone will know, or someone in the chat will probably know. Someone in the chat here, Nero, because I do want to get to more games this season as well. I did only get to 1. Turkish, yes, that's one of the ones. Like I said, there's legit 4 or 5 content creators I've not had on who I do indeed want to get on. I do. But some of them I just don't know, and then people are just mad busy as well. That's all it is. Matthew says, giving everyone what they want, great load of specials, proper insight on each other's club. Yeah, I just do these. One, like I said, because I'm selfish and I'm a fan. Everybody you see on here, I'm a fan of in terms of the specials. Two, it makes a difference and a change to the channel in just talking about just transfers, for example, as well. And three, giving them their flowers because they're doing so much. I'm a big advocate. Give people their flowers, including yourself. So that's what it's for, giving people their flowers. So Nick, who said Goonie. Goonie's been on before as well. Shout out to Goonie. I will get him back on. But Goonie's been on as well. Check out the playlist, people. As I keep saying, check out the playlist. Shigar says, whoever and wherever flawless, we will be there. Yeah, my man knows you lot are real ones. You lot are real ones. And I should have put this comment up while Saeed was here. But Eddie says, include me in that mix, gave me the opportunity to do my thing. Forever grateful to Saeed worldwide. And that's what he does. And Stephanie G says, thank you, Saeed. I came across Flawless because of you on the Unfiltered podcast. Hey, and you become a regular since. That's the crazy part. And I can't even pronounce it. I just call you Kamal. He says, Flawless, if you do the special again with Man City, get Yan City. Yan City will be back on. She will be back on the channel. Again, she's just mad busy with work and stuff like that. She got kids as well. She got 4 or 5 kids. So yeah, that's what it is with Yan City. She's busy, you know what I'm saying? Working, mother, all them things there. Jesse says, man, found you from back again, troops. Hella bands, of course, man, of course. Like I said, all the people you didn't see on have probably been on. There's very few people who are in this content creator space now, in terms of the biggest and best content creators, who have not been on. And some of them, I just don't know people. Like, that's what it is. Like, I just don't know certain people. So that's why you've not seen me get certain people on. But I will always do my best to bring you lot the best content creators on here. You know what I'm saying? All the time. But yeah, man, love to everyone who has locked in 100%. Hassam's been on as well. Hassam's done. Daps has done one as well. Like I said, see the vast majority. Man, I mentioned Goonie. Man, I mentioned others. Most people have done a Sarcasm City TV special. But we will be back tonight at midnight and back to the regular scheduling, people. We will be back to the regular scheduling. So back to your Manchester United shows or the Man United podcast, or the crossovers, the crossover with Liverpool, crossover with Arsenal, crossover with Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur as well. Turkish is someone I'm definitely I do know Turkish, Nick, because I've been on Big Six. I'm going to definitely try and get Turkish on as well. Definitely going to try and get Turkish on. He's one of the few. When I said there's 4 or 5 people who have not got on who I want to, he's one of the few. So definitely going to try and get a Turkish on 110%. Where was I at? But yeah, we're back to regular scheduling, people. So Manchester United shows, Man United podcast, the Manchester United. So the crossovers with Liverpool, crossovers with Arsenal, crossovers with Chelsea and Spurs as well. Doing the most, which is back at midnight. The Sarcasm City Sports Q&As as well. So you'll see all the Sarcasm City TV family. Don't forget the Twitch as well. We'll be back with the fan calling shows over there. New show coming in the season as well. Talk That Ish fan calling show. Talk That Ish fan calling show that runs on Saturdays and Sundays in regards to reaction to the Premier League games. So it'll be 8 p.m. on the Saturdays, and then it will be 7 p.m. on the Sundays when I run them. So match reaction shows. So Talk That Ish. So, I'm letting you lot know new things. Talk That Ish. Match reaction shows. So that's the fan calling shows after games on Saturdays and Sundays. But you'll still get the fan calling shows during the week as well. But all these things are on the upcoming live stream schedule. But let's hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel as well. Big up to all the regulars, big up to all the members, all the mods, everyone supporting. Way over 100 likes, still way over 100 people in here as well. You lot are real ones. I'm seeing the names you lot are mentioning, because then it might be someone I've not thought of to get on. Like I said, I'm definitely going to try and get all the people you lot have mentioned as well on, people. I definitely will, without doubt. Let's see, 124 likes, scales up to 130 likes. And did we even hit the subscriber mark? Yes, we did go over 7,520. I'm just refreshing as well. Make sure you subscribe, though, to the Legend Saeed's channel. The link's in the title. And before I go, don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms, people. We are available on all audio platforms. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. And these specials and all the other shows on the channel, apart from pro clubs, fan calling shows and watch-alongs, are available on there. So if you want to listen while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, while you're driving, while you're at work. You might be on your way to work. You may be at the gym, or you might just not want to have the YouTube app open. You can listen audio only. So SoundCloud, please hit us a follow on there. Spotify, follow us, 5-star us on there. And also iTunes, 5-star us. Leave us a comment on there. The links are underneath in the description as well, people. But I think any final few questions you lot get in for me before we do indeed close out. But we're back at midnight for doing the most as well. But let me drop the links to the audio in the chat again. Yes, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And there's always one. You know what I'm saying? There's always one. So, you know, we just boom. There we go. Man, just hold the block. There's always one. But we're going to continue to, we're going to continue to progress. And obviously the Premier League season's back this weekend. So we're starting with the Burnley-Manchester City game. That'll be live on the Twitch. Then following that, the Arsenal-Nottingham Forest game on the Saturday. Then the Sunday, you will get the Brentford-Tottenham game. I believe it's Brentford and Tottenham. Let me know. And you'll also get the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. And then Monday, we'll be back here on the YouTube, people. So that's what it is. So all the non-Manchester United Premier League watch-alongs are on the Twitch. So go follow the Twitch. Go follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, people. Make sure you do so. Go follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. And then obviously all the Manchester United watch-alongs will be here on the YouTube channel. But I love again to everyone who's locked in, man. You lot are the real MVPs who continue. You lot are the real MVPs. For real, for real. Nothing but love to you lot. Back at midnight for doing the most. And this has been the Sarcasm City TV special with special guest Saeed live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me see who's live to raid, actually. Is there anyone live to raid? If not, I'm just going to send you lot to doing the most. Let me have a look. Anyone live? No one's live. I'll just send you lot to doing the most then. But big up, man. Much love, you lot, and see you lot at midnight on doing the most.